Good morning, everyone. It's December the 6th of 2021. I'd like to welcome everybody here to the work session for the Limestone County Commission. Do we have any public comment today?
We do not.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Moving on, resolutions and orders. First on here will be to approve the following two resolutions. A resolution regarding the sale of real property located at the Athens and Limestone County Highway 31 Industrial Park to Grantland Properties. This property here is down behind the Health Department, and down at Clyde Mabry Drive. And the second piece of prop on here is a resolution regarding the sale of real property located in the Elm Industrial Park to Gregory Industries. Both pieces of property is joined on by the city and the county. And if Bethany, if you have any questions, Bethany can tell you about it. She's kind of been our real estate broker in our economic development. This was property that was bought several years ago. And is it 82 or 83 acres in the?
It's about 83 acres.
About 83 in the Elm Industrial Park, and it's around 10 in the other project, and it'll be for sale. And the city approved theirs at the last city meeting for the resolution, and this is just to convey that property over, and it's for 25,000 acre for the Gregory, and it's same on the 20 on the Grantland. So, y'all have any question about it?
No, I don't have anything.
All righty. So that's both pieces of property will be so, and there's actually maybe some more to come on that property down there. But that is the part B is all that we have left of the Elm Industrial Park. That's the very last of it. So that's all of it. And second on here be to approve a resolution to provide a medical reimbursement plan for the benefit of the Limestone County employees and elected officials. Said medical reimbursement plan will be an amount of $500 and will be paid out first Friday of February of 2022 for reimbursement of medical expenses incurred during 2021. And we have done this in the past, and this year with the COVID and all, I know a lot of people have gave a some finances down, and our employees have worked through this whole benefit, and this is just to help with the unincurred cost that the insurance didn't cover for the year. And I want to thank all employees for working through the year. Y'all have any discussion with it? And we hadn't done it I don't think we've done it in the last 2 years, but it has been done pretty much a lot of other years previous to this. So, all righty. No discussion with that. We'll move on. Contracts, agreements, and grants. Be the first one on here to be approve a right-of-way acquisition agreement from the Highway Safety Department program project between the state of Alabama and the Limestone County Commission for the East Limestone Road in Capshaw. It's the roundabout being up there. Mark, you want to explain anything about this?
This is just so that we can proceed with the purchase of the right-of-way necessary. We've negotiated, I think, 3 property owners. So there's one still under negotiation, but this is so we can proceed with the purchase of those properties, so that we can then move to the utility and construction phase.
Anybody have any more discussion with that one? I know this has been an ongoing project for a pretty good while, and so. All right, number 2 on here will be to approve a 60-month term rental and maintenance agreement with Penny Bowes for 2 Pro C automatic postage machines, one for the Clinton Street here and one for the Washington Street, and their quarterly billing of $403.98 on each, and they're already under contract with a lot of other printing equipment we have. So, do y'all have any conversation with that? Y'all awful quiet today. Rainy got y'all. Anyways, 3 on here be to approve a grant agreement with North Central Alabama Highway Safety Office for overtime traffic safety enforcement beginning October the 1st of 2021 and to end September the 30th of 2022. This is one of those agreements we approve every year, usually October 1st. They was just late getting the agreement because any discussion with that. All right, number 4 will be to approve an amendment to the ACCA Investing in Alabama Counties Program Maintenance and Support Membership Agreement. This is a amendment that is to where they can let some other counties in. It has nothing to do with us, but being it's an amendment, we have to sign on. This is just approval for that. Any discussion with that? It changes nothing to do with our agreement with them. All right, number 5 will be to approve an agreement between Limestone County, Alabama, and Comcast Alabama LLC to provide services, facilities, and equipment necessary to meet the current and future cable-related needs of the community. Any discussion with that?
Yeah. Do they pretty well just go where they want to, what the market will bear, where the homes are? Do we have any input in that?
You know,
Making them to go to needed communities, or how's that work?
no, it's just wherever really the market prepares, but I think a lot of this with these grants and stuff that like Michelle and them have applied for, maybe we can send them up into the non-serviced areas and try to help with that. So I think theirs is wireless, what y'all are working on, right?
With the possibility of broadband
Yeah.
also, yes, sir.
Okay, but no, it's just wherever the
Wherever they go.
need goes. So. Yep. Yeah, all right, any more discussion with that? All right, we have a couple budget revisions on here. The first one is for maintenance. Ricky's truck passed away, so we had to get Ricky a new truck. So that is for Ricky a new truck. So that would be, it would cost as much to fix his as it's worth. So that's just a budget revision to buy Ricky a truck and maintenance. And the other one is for we had an air conditioning unit pass away down at the council and agent building. So we got a $16,220 one there. Any discussion with either one of those? All right, no discussion with either one of those. We have no emergency purchases. Board appointments, we have one board appointment. It'll be to appoint Alfred Rainey to the DHR board. And the second one here is to correct the name on the DHR board that we approved in November 15th from Julian to Jesse Tyler. So any discussion with either one of those? All right. Then we have two awarded bids. One is with W.H. Thomas for motor oils, and then the other one is for the license commissioner and envelopes. Either discussion with either one of those? No discussion with either one of those. And personnel action. First one on here would be to approve to promote Nicholas Thomas from communications officer to communications supervisor. I'll just need a discussion with him. All right, no discussion with Nick. Second on here would be to approve to hire Cole Camp as a corrections officer pending a drug screening. Any discussion with him? And I know y'all fixing to get me on this next one. Number 3 here will be to approve to hire Uziel Vasquez. I guess Vasquez. Almost call it that.
Ask a sheriff.
Vasquez. Okay, Vasquez. All right, as deputy sheriff pending a drug screening. Any discussion with him? All right. Number 4 will be to approve to hire Brittany Gravitt as HR specialist. Any discussion with her? Number 5 will be to approve to promote Layla Moore from career tech to the network specialist in IT, specialist 1 in IT department. And congratulate her. You know, she was our little co-op girl that we had brought through the workforce development program, and that is that's really worked out well. She came here and has done a great job, and she's going to school and says she can handle going to school and do this both. So she's really a little old young lady, really out to go. So thank her. And then number 6 on here will be to approve to hire Laurie Hargrove as a purchasing technician. Any discussion with anybody on there? All righty. Then under merit increases, we have several listed below. Anybody have any discussion with anybody on there? And then the second one on here will be to approve to bring Cameron Wisnat merit increase up to the correct step and be made effective November the 28th of 2021. And it was just one that we had missed out on. So anybody got a discussion with that one? All right, engineer's report, Mr. Massey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have several subdivisions. We have Craft Springs subdivision. This is a major for preliminary approval. It's 131 lots in District 2. It's on the north side of Craft Road, approximately a half-mile east of Mooresville Road. We have Davis Preserve Phase 1. This is a major for preliminary approval for 20 lots in District 2. This is on the south side of Nick Davis Road, approximately 3/4 of a mile east of the intersection of Nick Davis and Menifee. We have Florence Road subdivision. This is a replat of lots 45, 46, 47, and 48. So it's a minor preliminary and final. It's converting those to 3 lots in District 3. This is at the corner of East Step Road and Thompson Lane. And we have Jesse's Place. This is a minor preliminary and final, creating two new lots in District 2. This is the intersection of Lawn Road and Scrimpture Lane. We have Mimi's Place, minor for preliminary and final, creating 4 lots in District 2 at the intersection of Lawn Road and Scrimpture Lane. And then Oakdale Thomas Trail, this is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots in District 2. This is approximately a half mile south of the intersection of 251 and Oakdale Road. And you have Steve's Place. This is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots in District 2. This is at the intersection of East Limestone Road and Scrimpture Lane. So that's all that I have for your consideration on subdivisions. One thing I did want to discuss with you was our paving. We are kind of where we're doing patching. We've got some patching left to do that's on our list. We do have those 2 parking lots that are that we added to the list at EMA and over here at Archives, the Archives building. The issue, we've run into a problem. Our DEF system on our skid steer has gone out, so we sent it to Caterpillar. They said that parts availability would be mid to late January. So we're kind of stuck without a skid steer. We need that skid steer to be able to do those 2 parking lots. So just wanting your feedback on that.
Can you use mine?
We need a high flow. I think we're the only ones with a high flow hydraulic system on any skid steer. I think District 1, we thought about theirs and we thought about y'all's and looked into it, and I don't think they have the high flow hydraulic system on.
How much does it cost to rent one?
It costs a little over $3,000 a month to rent.
So we're looking at, if we get ours in January,
So
2 months?
about $6,000-7,000 to rent, or we can just keep trying to make do and look at just trying to fit those paving projects in. We've had several things here in the last month or so that kind of came up. We had our sign truck. We had to send it to have some work done on it that was several $1,000s, and so we were just trying to make our budget stretch. We were just trying to use, I think, District 1's backhoe and things like that, but we got to looking at our schedule, and it's really going to affect us being able to finish those few projects. So we can proceed. We can rent one. We can see what other options we may have, but we got to have that high flow hydraulic system to be able to make our milling head work.
Well, you're just looking at probably getting it in January anyways. I mean, December, it's going to be a short, bad weather month anyways. I mean, the odds of ever getting the weather to get it, I hate to go rent one and we never get the weather to get it done anyways.
We can keep working on our patching. I think you've got some patching you want us to take a look at doing. We've also got that prior road we've got to do with rock, which that's not as weather sensitive. I mean, there's obviously work we can do, and then try to take care of those parking lots. But I just want to bring it to everybody's attention that the goal was to try to get those parking lots, but this one piece of equipment going down really hampers our ability to do.
Capshaw too.
We have Capshaw to do, but that we can do with our milling machine. Same with the patching that Daryl's got and Jason has. So the milling machine can handle those. But like I said, I know that adding that, the goal was to try to get that this calendar year, get it going and get it done on those parking lots. But it's going to hamper us being able to do that.
Well, my thoughts is let's wait till like 1st of January and see how it kind of, because you've probably got enough stuff you can do to get done to the 1st of January anyways. And
If it wasn't the time of the year, I'd say, yeah, rent one.
Yeah, and I'm kind of the
that's
same
what I was kind
way.
of looking at.
I mean, I was kind of the same way. That's the reason we were just trying to make it work.
Okay.
But I just wanted y'all to be aware that it's going to push our ability. And if we get that back late January, early February, then we're getting in that cold, wet. I mean, we're probably December, first part of January is about the last of us being able to do much paving work anyway.
Yep.
And then we get into that cold, wet cycle where we're really not. We're not going to have many effective days until the end of February, 1st of March.
Well, we're not but about a day on each project to do them either way. So,
Right.
I mean, I hate to spend $6,000 for 2 days worth of work. You know, I mean, I know we'll use the skid steer for other things too along the way, but, you know, if you spend
They won't rent it any
$6,000,
other way but a month.
you'll,
You can rent it weekly, but when you start getting into weekly and, I mean,
Nah,
if you have it
all for
for,
the month.
Well, yeah, I know. But
yeah,
I
I
was just saying, if
mean,
you're
it's
talking about 2 or 3 days.
2,000, 2,500 for a week. I mean, and we'd have to make sure that everything lines up, so. And like I said, it's one of those things where I just wanted to bring y'all's attention to it.
What's gonna be the cost on getting it fixed, you know? They give
About
you a-
3,000 to get it fixed.
And time frame?
It'd be, middle to end of January.
We'd be better off to wait on it.
well, like I said, if it was something that was really pushing in the middle of the road somewhere, it'd be a different story, but.
Well, the EMA and the archives, you know, both of those locations is not necessarily just for aesthetics, though. It's for, we've
Right.
got some safety issues
Yeah.
at both of them, so.
That was
Schedule that as soon as you can get it done. I mean, if it's March the 1st, it's March the 1st. I mean, you're looking at temperature anyway, so I mean, even if we've got 2 brand new ones sitting there, if we don't reach that temperature.
Right, and that's.
So
that's
I would say, and everybody, I'm agree with what everybody else has mentioned, but we need to move that to the front of our list when we do get ready to do paving again when the temperature's right.
That's what I'm saying, just put it on the very front burner.
Yeah.
Now the one at, the parking lot, I can understand the property at the archives being a little harder with it, but can we use our milling machine at the,
Working around all that new concrete and everything.
Yeah.
You gotta have that milling head
Yep.
to get around that edge.
Right.
I mean, it's, I wouldn't put that milling machine near that new concrete. Well,
when,
EMA will be very upset with us.
Yeah.
when were y'all planning on getting to it anyways?
Well, we were probably gonna be there as soon as we finished up with Daryl, which would probably we'd have been middle of next week. But like I said, we're not gonna make that, so that'd put us. We'll move to the next. We've got to move to the next thing. So we got Capshaw on that list that we've got to get done. There's about 7 or 8 days there. We've got Jason wants us to go to Seegers Road. We got about that much, 7 or 8 days there of patching, and then Pryor, his crew's currently out working, getting prepped for us to come in and.
Boy, I'm
and
so
do some
glad we
milling.
got that done before today.
Yeah, do some milling and get ready to put some rock in to widen that road. So, so his crew's out there prepping and getting ready for that too. So, the goal was to try to work in Pryor when it may be too cold to do asphalt, or if we had a little bit of wet rain's not going to affect Pryor, but and then work the patching in as we go. So that's what we were looking at doing. So it's just we can do those things with a backhoe or not a milling head on a skid steer. We can do those other things. It's just those 2 parking lots really. We have to have that skid steer to be able to complete those jobs.
Well, I mean, my suggestion would be to finish these other projects you have, and if we don't have a machine back by then, we'll rent one for 1 month to do it.
Yeah.
And that would be, that way, you know, if you get on before you get the other one fixed, just rent one to get on. I mean, that's what.
Because you got the leveling you can do on Chapman
mean,
Hollow too.
Yeah. So like I said, we've got there's more than enough work out there,
Yeah.
but I know that there were some safety concerns in those parking lots, and I want to keep y'all up to date because the goal was to get those done.
Yep.
And get rid of those safety concerns, but that piece of equipment is necessary to be able to get those 2 projects done. So I just figured I needed to notify you guys.
Okay. Any more discussion with anything for Mark, any of the subdivisions? All right.
Don't reckon they all Danny's.
Yeah, no, well, everybody got one but you, Darryl.
I know.
No one, it got
Yeah.
got 1 in 4, and I think I've seen 1 in 3, but I didn't see any in 1. No.
No, I didn't have any
No,
on
ain't
this
none in
one.
No, ain't nothing forward.
Ain't none
Oh,
in
and that's all it's
1 in 3, and the rest of them.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, got 1 in 3. Jason got 1. Yeah, I see it there.
Yeah.
And it's just a replat. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, have to change our census track again next time. Anyways, moving on to other business, we have to approve to sell on Gov Deals 1 dead truck from Ricky. Any discussion with that?
Is that Rick's?
That's Rick's truck. Yeah,
That's the
1
one
dead
we're
truck from
replacing.
Yeah, the engine went down in it, and they said to put an engine in it, it would just be more expensive than the truck is. It's got several miles on it, and it's,
Understand
and
that.
he needs a 3/4 ton anyways to pull trailers and things like that, so we're actually going up to a 250 Ford, so. And the problem is availability. He's actually borrowed one from the IT department right now. They got a little Dodge Dakota that they used to haul around town, and won't thank the IT department for letting him use one, but you know, it's, so we gotta, so that's the deal on it. All right, we have no scheduled public hearings, report of officers, Commissioner Samet.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to thank Bethany for the job she's doing for the county. You just keep up the good work, okay? Thank you. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Barksdale?
I don't have anything.
Commissioner Black?
I don't have anything.
Commissioner Townsend?
I don't have anything.
All righty, and I'll just thank everybody for being here, and like I said, thank Bethany, and we'll recess until 10 a.m.